Okay, let's begin with the flag salute. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of
the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome everybody to the July 31st Marion County Commission meeting. This is payday meeting. Start with public forum. There's no one in the room and I don't see anyone online. So we'll move into agenda. Any additions to the agenda? I believe we'll have an executive session for personnel. Anything else? If not, we're ready to move into administrative. Ashley.
Okay. Sales tax for this month was a total of $90,964.42. Keep the change orders for now. Okay, so for Western Associates, there was a total of $1,550.65 in invoices.
Any questions on the invoices for Western Associates?
The health department still buying uniforms out of grants?
I'm sorry.
Go
The
ahead.
EI is their expanding infrastructure grant.
Any other questions?
I'd make a motion to approve if no other questions.
All right, we have a motion from Commissioner Dahlke. Is there a second?
Second.
Second from Commissioner Becker. Any other questions? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed nay.
Abstain.
3 in favor, 1 abstain.
Okay, and then we have Elcon Properties in the amount of $1,500.
Any questions on the Elcon invoice?
I'll make a motion to pay the forms invoice 50.
We have a motion from Commissioner Becker. Is there a second?
Second.
Second, Commissioner Crowfoot. Questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Motion carried 4.
And then our total payday numbers. $2,334,533.56. Out of that, payroll is $728,511.01.
Questions on payday? Lot of road activity.
The sheriff's office purchase, that was a budgeted item.
Yeah, and I will tell you that they had another deer hit,
Yeah.
and so they're gonna have to buy another one that they weren't planning to buy this year.
What? So it won't be a budgeted item? Buy a new one?
They will probably go over budget on their vehicle line.
Is that the total, that's what you're
Yeah,
basically saying?
basically it'll be totaled out and they will, they're not gonna get as much insurance as they would have to pay for a replacement. So, we'll keep an eye on it, but it looks like they'll probably, they will have to replace it. And,
Just an item for information. I don't know if you noticed, but Hillsboro's going with a leasing agreement with some company on all of their vehicles.
that's something that actually we're starting to look into as well. I've already talked to the lease company and we're gathering information on all the county vehicles, mileage and years, makes models.
I think it's wise to look at.
Yeah.
Especially with the cost.
With the city trucks too, just the police.
I'm not sure what they're doing over there, but we're looking at
I don't know if-
all of our,
Yeah,
I
department.
I don't know if it's their police or if it's everything. I'm trying to get a hold of Lou to see what they're gonna do, but they've been talking about it for 6 months and it looks like they signed a contract.
Well, what works for one department may not work for another.
well, we're looking at it with the same company. We've talked to them already, the sheriff and I talked to him. And so we're doing some legwork right now, gathering information on all of our department vehicles. So that would be road and bridge, planning and zoning, emergency management, sheriff, all our regular drivers, not like equipment or ambulances or anything like that. And so we're supposed to meet with them again, and then they'll be submitting a proposal just to kind of see what that looks like, and then we'll bring that to you, so.
It's just getting harder and harder to budget for vehicles.
Right.
It's what we think ought to be a $40,000 vehicle is a 60, and it just,
Right.
it doesn't look like it's gonna stop for a while.
So leases by mileage, by years, or both?
I will give that all to you later, I mean, cause I don't think we need to get in the weeds on that right now, but
Yeah.
it's not really leasing, we would be buying vehicles.
Yeah.
And they coordinate buying and selling at the right times so that we can make money when we sell them and hopefully build some value.
Right. Thank you for bringing it up, and thank you, Tina, for already investigating it and
Yeah.
get more information. Good. Yeah. Other questions on? Okay, is there a motion to approve?
I'd make that motion to approve the payday of whatever the number is up there, 2 million. I don't have it up on mine right now, 2,300,000.
2,334,500.
533.56. I
Motion
can
by
barely read that. That's good.
Commissioner Dalkey has the motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Becker. Other questions or discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed nay. Motion carried 4-0.
There's that board.
Miss Jonah here just to pass paper.
Well, it's matching the hallway too much, so. That's true.
Look at there. Just redo that.
Just stay standing.
Whoops.
Box today.
Okay, thank you.
There we go.
Just a quick comment on the sales tax. I think we all realize why our sales tax numbers are down.
Yes.
I believe it's inflation. People just don't have out-of-pocket money to buy disposable items.
Part of it would be, I don't know how much, but part of it is sales tax, which we'll lose another half.
Okay, next I have the July 22nd minutes.
Okay, commission has had a chance to review the minutes. Any changes, corrections?
Make a motion to approve.
We have a motion from Commissioner Becker to approve July 22nd minutes.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Crowfoot. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Motion carried 4-0.
Next I have some change orders.
Got one down there, Dave, somewhere.
Okay. Anybody else?
Okay, and that's all I have. You said you wanted an update on the election.
Yes, please.
So, as of last night, the end of yesterday, we had 207 early voters.
Wow.
And the last 2 days, we've been doing election poll worker training. So that was complete, and we're just getting ready for the election on Tuesday. So
Seems like early voting just keeps gathering more and more.
Yep. And so early voting goes through Friday till it's 8:30 to 4:30. Then on Monday is 8:30 to noon. So.
All right, any questions for Ashley on election? Good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for telling us about the cutoff, because people were asking me, and I said, I'm not sure if you can vote on Monday or not.
Yep, till noon.
Till noon.
Oh, till noon, okay.
8:30 to noon.
Very good. Anything else, Ashley?
We do have our public test tomorrow for our DS 450.
Okay.
So that will be held downstairs if anybody wants.
Behind the glass.
Move space.
Yes, at 10 a.m. So
Any fingerprints on the face prints on the
not
glass?
yet.
So I think
Maybe
on
after
the,
election.
yeah,
night.
on the public test, they probably will allow people in the space.
We do open the doors, but when we did the public test for our DS 200, which is out there in the hallway, we did have the doors open so that we could talk to them, or if they had questions, or we did do that. But
Does anybody show up?
Last election, we did have
so
some.
last election, yeah, the presidential preference, but this one, nobody showed up yet. So.
And probably the general, there might be.
Yeah, when they're tabulating election night, that door will be closed, yeah.
Okay.
Did you change orders?
Yes.
Okay. I was just reading all my stuff. Okay.
Well, good luck.
Thank you. It'll go great.
And I'm gonna be in Colorado.
Are you leaving town?
This is the first election I haven't worked in as long as I can remember.
You're gonna have a guilt complex on Tuesday.
I'll be at Red Rocks listening to Casting Crowns in live, so.
You will not think about
That's a cool place.
So I haven't, it's my birthday present, so I haven't ever been there.
Well, it's in good hands with Ashley.
I know.
And I told her I'd
I
text
feel
her.
guilty.
We're done.
I know, yeah.
We're done. You don't need to worry.
She's not gonna take her county phone with her either.
I think she will.
Yes, I will. All right. In the packet, you had some information. Let's see. You had my administrative report and just a couple follow-ups on that. Let's see. Sorry, I just had it. I don't know what I did with it. There it is. So as some of you heard earlier, the slab is poured. They poured that this morning for the health department.
I saw the two, you have listed the 2 air conditioning units
Yes.
installed at the jail.
Yeah, so that was not a smooth process. It was difficult. The electric didn't line up properly, so Kobe went over there and helped them and was underneath the unit when it's coming down with the crane. But they got it hooked up, and they also called in Alcon for some emergency help on some of that. So those 2 units are in, and I believe they're functioning now. So, of course, we need to be. There are a total of 9 units over there, 8 big ones and a smaller one. And so we're planning to try to do 2 a year. But one of those has been out, and it's been out for quite some time. So it was really heating up over there. So anyway, but they did get those in. I don't know if you've seen the clerk's office. It looks a lot different with rearranging. And so they're getting ready to choose some paint and get that painted so it looks nice in there for them. One thing on the department updates, the appraiser's Jeep broke down. That actually, it was an alternator that they needed. And you might notice on their new vehicle, the blue one, they used to have, they had those white big rectangle magnets Now they actually have a decal on the, painted on the car. It looks a lot better. So not quite so jankety going down the road. Park and Lake, they're preparing for Bluegrass. The July 5th fireworks went well. There were some concerns that Isaac has about people lighting fireworks, and so he has some ideas and wants to talk about that before next year. And then want to let you know that on Saturday night we had a lightning strike at the lake, and apparently the lightning hit the water, but I'm not exactly sure if it hit other areas as well, but it took out all Isaac's computer equipment over there, his Wi-Fi, his firewall, everything, and some of that had just been replaced. So we are tracking costs, and we'll submit to insurance if it gets to a level where we can to replace those items. But I heard that some people in campers and other folks had some damage too, so.
Was covered.
Not by us, no. Nope.
Mother Nature.
There
Yeah,
was some
that's right.
refrigerators and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know exactly the extent of all that, but I did want to let you know. We've had a busy week. It's been kind of a crazy week, actually. So we had another deer hit, as I said earlier, the sheriff's department, the K-9 unit hit a deer. And so it's probably completely totaled. One of their other Durangos is over in the shop. It had a lifter that went out. So that won't be an expensive repair.
Durangos again.
Yes.
Why can't they hit the
Boy,
deer?
those things.
Yeah, they're killing it.
And then I believe it's yesterday afternoon, they're over at 50th and Mustang, they had BNSF Railroad had 5 cars that derailed. They did not tip, but they were off the track, and so they called emergency management out. So that was not a hazmat situation, and there were no injuries. So the railroad, it was all on railroad property. They handled it, but there was a blockage of that intersection for quite some time. So I haven't heard if that's all cleared. So just wanted to let you know that.
Bottom line to that one is, sounds like they've been working on a bridge out there, and sounds like some equipment got in the way of the train.
Oh, really? No.
So somebody's gonna lose some behind over that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the wreck that was up on 15 last Tuesday, that was a hazmat.
Yes,
That was spilling fuel everywhere.
that's true. In your packet, you also had a letter that our LEPC, Local Emergency Planning Committee, was in compliance. So that's just for your information.
Another good accomplishment.
The Kansas Public Health Roadshow that Krista talked about. So I have registered Commissioner Mueller and Commissioners Crowfoot and Gehring for the sessions they wanted to go to. So just let me know if you want to be registered for a session, and I'll get
Was
you.
that in October?
There's a bunch of them in August, September, and November, not October.
Newton was the closest one, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Manhattan.
yeah, there's one in Manhattan and one in Newton, and September 9th in the evening, late afternoon to evening is the one in Newton, September 19.
I might be able to make it to that.
Okay. I've got the list here if anybody wants to look at it. I'll just set it here. Also was asked to check into KAC. Registration is not open, the hotel block is not open, but it's expected to be open mid-August. It will be in Wichita at the Hyatt, and it is December 3 through 5. So kind of be thinking about that and let me know what you would like to do.
I'll know more at a later date.
You're still in office.
Yeah,
Wait till after election.
I ain't gonna spend any money if I'm not gonna be.
Wait till November.
Okay. In your packet, you have a resolution to install a low water crossing. And this is something that the 2 landowners there are working on some conservation and some improving drainage on their private property, but also in that area on Alfalfa. And I put a little map in there, but what I'm talking about is where that little tiny yellow circle is. So that is the general area of the crossing. You can see that over going up to the right of that, kind of going up. That's the area that has the drainage issue, and water right now runs down the road. So this would help the county, and it would help the landowners. And so Steve has asked for this to be input or put in, and it would be put in by a contractor that would be working for the property owner that's working with NRCS, but also then it would be the county. It's on our county road, and the county would be the one maintaining it in the future. And so that I did send this resolution over to Road and Bridge, to Planning and Zoning, and also sent it to the county councilor. I did get feedback from Road and Bridge. I never heard back. As of right now, I haven't heard back from the county councilor, but
Both landowners agree.
yes. So anyway, this would be a resolution 2024-17. Unless anybody has questions or issues or needs more information.
Any other questions? It seems to be if the road, Steve agrees, likes it, and both landowners agree with it, and it improves the situation.
Well, keeps us from having to rebuild the road every time the water.
Exactly, it's a win for everybody. That being said, I would move resolution 2024-17 to install low water crossing at the address specified in the resolution. Second by Commissioner Becker. Discussion? Do you have a question?
No, go ahead.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Motion carried 4-0.
Okay, on the items for discussion, you know, we are paying a city bill still, of course, for the old planning and zoning building. So we're paying water, electric, and refuse. They don't separate that out, even though we're not having trash pickup. So we're paying over $100 a month just to maintain that. Plus, so I guess what I would like to know is, have you considered what the long-term plans are for the building? Because if we want to repurpose it, it's going to need quite a bit of work. It does have pretty severe termite problem, which we have been keeping up with termite treatment, you know, but I guess I would like to know so I know how to proceed with utilities and so forth. You know, we can turn the water off and save some money, but I would assume we'd want to keep electric on over there.
You can keep electric only on,
Yes.
no trash, no nothing like that.
I don't think they're gonna take the trash off. The only thing they would do would be to take it from a commercial, like change the level of that. It'll be a $10 a month savings, which I'll do whatever that is, but they won't take the trash off,
Oh, darn. Oh.
which I find odd.
Yeah, I don't see why you just can't have electric at a building if you don't have trash. I mean, don't
Well, I mean,
have-
I'll verify it, but that's, the response I got was, you know, you can save money by doing this, or we can turn the water off, but it didn't sound like they would stop the trash charge.
Kind of like our county assessment. I have buildings that are just storage, but I have to pay for
Right.
my solid waste assessment.
So do we have any
Anyway.
Do we have any practical purpose for it, storage, anything along those lines?
We could use it for storage, but we'd better be careful about what we put over there because of the termites.
Right.
And then water too, isn't there a water issue?
There is some leakage over there, yeah, too, I think. So,
If you're gonna keep it, you probably need to put a Centricon or something in it. A way to keep control on the, that's about $400 a year.
Is there any more talk about a scanning center? You know, one time we talked about that.
we haven't been talking about it recently just because we've had so many other things going on. I mean, it's still a possibility to use it for that, to transport some documents and things over there and use it as a space for scanning, to work on a digitization project, but that's not happening anytime in the near future. And like the old books that were in the space that we have now, you know, we didn't want to take those over there because of the termites. We were afraid that they would, you know, not be safe over there. So they're relocated within the building here, so.
Why don't we take some time to evaluate? I mean, for $100 a month, short term is not gonna kill us. Keep our options open, but start doing some investigating and thinking of what, if we can use the building. If we can't, then in a few months, then maybe we need to look at options of demolition or what we're gonna do.
I wouldn't wanna heat it, I mean,
Right.
unless we gotta knock.
Right, the water should be drained and then, the only thing would be if you stored something, but again, in storage, you got the termite issue, document storage.
Right, I mean, I don't know. They do swarm over there sometimes, I have seen that, so.
You know, you use Young's here, does Young's do that?
Yep.
Okay, it's just so bad that.
I would think on a metal rack system though, if it was, of course, there, I mean, walls, some of the walls would come down or something, but if you was to put some metal racks in there, I think you could use the space and not worry about termites, I would think. I'm not putting books on the floor.
Well, and we never, so what they recommended was like taking carpet up and really drilling and doing a full treatment. We've not done that in that building. So we could do that potentially and maybe stop that, help that problem.
And just for short term, I mean, we have so many storage needs. We need to-
Right,
Would it be wise then to get a couple of bids from a couple of termite
To have it
companies
treated.
just to see what it would cost?
yeah, I think that's probably a
I mean,
good.
the initial cost is probably pretty expensive, but that Centricon thing, if it's kinda like what I've got, it's around
Let's do that.
$450 a year for the annual contract.
Let's check into options that'd be the first step.
Okay.
Check into options for termite control. That opens our options of what we can do with the building.
Right, and I think.
Look at options of whether we can store documents in there or.
Yeah, because if we have to do a deep treatment and we need to pull carpet and stuff like that, it's not gonna matter if we're just using it for storage. And we could just put shelves in there and use it for storage and get some things out of the attic or whatever we need.
Might be wise to get rid of that carpet anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be good to get it out of there.
All right, well, we'll kind of look at some options there. But I did wanna just at least raise that and
Yes.
kind of check in with you to see what your thoughts and plans are for that, or if you have any yet. And then I wanted to let you know, so one thing that I was hoping to accomplish, we've got the landscaping at the courthouse here. You might notice like on the, that northwest corner, there's just rock, because there's no water over there, so we didn't do any plants. But what my hope was, well, still is to do a kind of a stone, like a limestone or some kind of a cut stone sign for the courthouse and put it in that space. So I just wanted to see if you would be on board with that and then what kind of a price range you would want to see that come in at. Because we've been looking at some options. It'd be like kind of like a limestone. You've seen,
Sign,
yeah, the big limestone signs that kind of sit on a footing and they're like they sit on the ground, and they etch in them, like Marion County Courthouse, you could have it out, have an outline of the clock
That
tower.
was my question, are
You
you
like
give
background
directionals
in
on it?
black or something so it stands out.
Yeah, you can do different things with it. First, we thought the initially when we were researching it, we thought the cost was gonna be, around $2,000. It looks like it's gonna be higher if we wanna do that. So, probably more like 6 or 7. So I didn't know if the board wants to authorize that or or if we wanna wait or, but I just was excited thinking, we'd have something just to cap it all off, so. Anyway, just wanna see what your thoughts are about that.
Get Horseman to donate a stone.
There's a stone company out in western Kansas that makes those.
Yeah, so Kobe's been checking around with some different places, like he checked with this monument company here, and then he's checked some other places. I don't know that he's checked out.
Yeah,
Western
it's out
Kansas.
it's out there around Wilson somewhere. Where
All the limestone is,
Yeah, it's a pretty big company.
I don't know about the one in Harrington,
Right.
they do quite a bit of limestone out there.
I think there's several places to check with.
Okay.
I'm sensing, is there any opposition? Let's go.
Oh,
I don't see any opposition.
It'd be nice to put the date on there and
Yeah, something like established 1906 or something.
A cutout and
Okay.
put a light on it.
a little solar light.
All right, well, we'll look into it a little bit more.
Okay.
I just wasn't even sure if you want us to keep checking if it's gonna be
I
that
think,
kind of a price range.
I think in that price range we've got interest. And you'll know more after you discuss with some of the
Okay,
vendors.
all right, sounds good.
That would be a very nice touch.
Okay,
Because the landscaping is very nice.
well, and I was just, since we can't really put plants in there, it's not an easy place to get
Right.
water to.
Right.
Then I just thought it would be really nice if we had a nice sign,
Yes.
so. Okay, on the table you have a draft of an RFP. You had mentioned
Yes.
several weeks ago that you wanted to have that, so I just thought. I don't know dates or kind of what you're looking for.
One of the keys would be working in conjunction with the administrator so that communication between the counselor and the administrator has to be on everything.
Okay,
It's referred to several times.
yeah, I think probably regular meetings
There you go.
to keep updated on.
That any activities the counselor should be through the administrator. See the back.
Yeah, there's some on the back too. Yeah, I just wasn't even sure time frame wise either, what you were interested in.
Any other comments at this point? How about we bring it up again at the next meeting?
That'd be fun.
Give you a chance to review and think it through and give Tina more direction at that point.
Okay.
It's a good starting point.
Okay.
Let's move on things that we talk about.
Yeah, I'm starting to finally
You guys.
get a chance to do some of that, so that's good. It was just like suddenly, oh, I can do this now. So, okay. Okay, and I think that was all I have except for the personnel and, yeah.
Okay, let's do this. So Randy Dalkey has served on the Board of Directors, Harvey, Marion County CDDO Committee for, since 2018. So that would be 6 years. And the board sent a plaque to recognize your service. So I'd like to present that to Commissioner Dalkey. Here's a note from them.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
Oh, shoot, I don't have it. Can you take a picture?
Sent you with the, for your
All right,
service.
we need a photo op, sorry.
Here we go. Let's do, how do we do it? There we go now.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah,
very good.
but we appreciate your service. That's one thing most, all citizens don't know how many different boards,
We all serve
commissioners
on.
serve on.
Cool.
So we appreciate your service.
Thank you.
Give a round of
Speak.
applause.
Speak, Howard.
I was trying to think what year that we started it.
I guess both, but tell us.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go back and look and see when we did start, because
We could check on the resolution. I had that in, all of that together at one point recently, but I don't remember anymore.
Thank you for your service.
thank you guys, I appreciate it. It's been a pleasure. That CDDO board is something that a lot of people never even understand what it was about. We got into it because the old healthcare system for the need of those people was sort of failing. And Harvey and Marion County got together and said it's time to do something. So it's been good. We've had people focused on that directly on Harvey and Marion County, and we didn't have that before. So it's a good deal.
Well, again, thank you for your service.
No problem. Thank you.
All right, and the last item today would be an executive session. And how long would you like?
Let's do 15 minutes.
I move that we recess to executive session in order to discuss personnel performance pursuant to KSA 75-4319B, Item 1, personnel matters of non-elected personnel performance with the commission and Tina for 15 minutes, 9:37 to 9:52.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Becker. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Motion carried 4-0. We will be back at 9:52.
Okay.
Okay, we are out of executive session, no decisions made, but we would like to go back in for 5 more minutes. I move to recess into executive session in order to discuss personnel performance pursuant to case 75-4319B, Item 1, personnel matters, not elected personnel performance. Commission and Tina for 5 minutes. That'd be from 9:53 to 9:58. Second by Commissioner Dalkey. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Motion carried 4-0. We will be back at 9:58. We are out of executive session. No decisions made. Any other business for today?
No, just a reminder that
Oh,
we're not meeting on Monday.
So, no meeting Monday. Election day, Tuesday. So our next meeting will be August 12th.
And
12:30.
Yep, at 12:30, and we'll have our budget hearing that day. We also have that bridge closing that day.
And then the 16th is the canvas. Do you have a time?
9.
9. Any commission comments? If not, I move to adjourn.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Becker. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed say nay. Motion carried 4-0. We are adjourned. Thank you all very much.